everybody.
We are super excited to have you with us for another TDIF. And this week we are here as usual. I'm Hillary Buhol of We Heart Hounds, and I'm here as usual with the lovely and talented Patty Quinn.
Hi, everybody.
And she's dressed festively for this.
Yes.
We're kind of going on a Valentine's theme for our little recipe today. So I love this sweater, and it works perfectly. Thanks for coordinating.
Well, you know, I try. Of course, this is like a really fancy sweater, and we're cooking today, so I'll probably end up with flour and oats all over me, but we'll give it a shot. I'll try to be neat.
So, yeah, our recipe for today, we like to get together every Friday just in love of our pups and kind of in honor of our furry best friends. And once in a while, we'll do some recipes. Sometimes it's craft. Today happens to be a recipe, and it is an apple oat heart-shaped dog treat. So it's really simple and it's pretty easy to put together, and you can modify it based on your dog's needs. But we'll go ahead and jump into it.
That sounds good. Sounds yummy. I can't wait. So Hillary's tried this one out. I haven't. So we're going to just dive in together, everybody. Thanks for being with us live, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're happy to have you here.
Yeah. So first things first, some oats. I'm just using some quick oats.
Okay.
But you can modify that to what works for you or what you have on hand. A cup and a half of the oats.
Okay.
And then some flour.
Okay.
And we're going to do a cup of flour. And again, you can modify this. I'm just using all-purpose flour, but you could use wheat flour or whatever flour you know works well for your pup. So my guys do just fine with all-purpose, so we're going to go with that.
All-purpose stuff. These are my little quick oats. Okay.
So a cup of flour and a cup and a half of the oats. Okay. And then cinnamon. This one's optional, but a pinch of cinnamon. So.
All right. And I
happen to have a little measuring spoon that I never ever get to use. That's just a pinch. So.
Are you kidding? That's hysterical. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Well, we're on vacation, so I had my hubby run this morning. He hard boiled all the last of the eggs that we had this morning, so we had to do a grocery run real quick. So that was hysterical. I'm just gonna do a little sprinkle of cinnamon here.
And then,
I love smell of cinnamon. It's so good.
And it really works well. So obviously we have apple that's going to be going in here too, but that apple and cinnamon together with the oats, just a classic
like apple
combination.
Pie, you know, it's almost like an apple crumble or whatever.
So you're just combining your oats and flour.
Okay.
Got that pretty well mixed together.
Yep.
And now we'll work on our wet ingredients.
Okay.
So applesauce is what we're using, a half a cup of applesauce. And these little single servings happen to be a half a cup, which works out pretty great. So
yeah,
you can, if you have these or if you have a jar of applesauce, either one will work. And then 1 egg. So as Patty mentioned, she had to go get her 1 egg.
I'm going to go grab my egg. It's in the refrigerator. I'll be right back.
So I'm just going to crack this guy in here. Oh, and of course I've got a shell in. Try to fish that out. So, yeah, just
all right.
Obviously.
Sorry about that.
No worries. I'm just fishing out a little piece of shell that I got into my.
Okay. All right. It's nice to actually do a recipe from the kitchen. because I'm normally not in my kitchen when we're doing these. So this is great. Perfect.
All right, so we have the applesauce, the egg, and then half a tablespoon of coconut oil, or
Okay.
if you have another oil that you'd like to substitute with, that's fine as well.
Okay.
But
I'm using canola.
and I just my coconut oil solidifies, so I just popped it in the microwave for a second before we started.
Alrighty.
And then last but not least, a tablespoon of honey. And I'm just going to eyeball this one. And
all right.
Tablespoon.
Open here.
All right.
Good deal.
And then you're just going to combine these. Make sure you get your egg mixed in. So my applesauce and egg mixture.
Looks like a applesauce omelet.
Yep.
All right.
All right, and then last but not least, you're just going to combine these two. So adding your wet ingredients into your dry. You find that it'll start out kind of seemingly dry. You kind of want it to have a little bit of a drier texture just so that it's easier to work with and roll out. So if it's really super wet and sticky, add some more flour or some more. You can start to combine flour and oats. I just add a little bit more flour if you really find that it's still too sticky, but this is a pretty good, my test batches, this was the pretty good combination here. So I'm just going to work this together until it forms the dough. And obviously, if you add too much flour or if you feel like it's really too dry, you can add a little bit of water and that'll loosen it up as
well. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be combining really nicely.
Yeah.
Nice consistency.
And as mentioned, I've made a couple batches of this, just trying to get the ratios correct and test it out, make sure that it would work. And then I was like, well, what am I going to do with all of these treats? So I decided to give them away. Like I gave the other batches away as a
nice
gift, and then realized, oh, but then I won't have any to show at the end of the video. So I had to make another little batch.
I think Leon and Lulu were probably happy that you were baking in the kitchen again for them. So
Lulu was perfectly happy with.
Hi, Melissa. Thanks for joining us today. I'm sorry. She just says, hello, ladies.
Oh, good. Hello, Melissa. So you can kind of see this is a little crumbly still. I'm going to combine it in, here's a little bit more wet. So mine's a little bit more crumbly. I'm going to combine this a little bit more with my hands once I start to get ready to.
Okay. Do you think I need to, I think it is still a little wet. Maybe I need to add a little flour to it, or?
So I would recommend just using plenty of flour on your board when you roll it out.
Okay.
And you'll add more of that flour in there at that point.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I think I will need to add a little bit. It's sticky enough.
Yeah.
This is where the flour is going to end up all over me and not.
So on a clean surface, you're just going to want to flour that down. This batter can obviously handle having some flour added to it.
Yeah.
and your moisture will vary depending on like the size of your egg or the applesauce you're using, things like that. So
Yeah,
it really is a matter of just kind of modifying it based on.
just tweaking it a little bit.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, mine's pretty wet.
Mine's probably a touch too dry, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a whirl as is. So here's my dough.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pop this down. I'm gonna rinse my hands real quick and grab my rolling pin. So excuse me for just a second.
Yeah, it's pretty sticky. I think too, just elevation and things too can also play a role on how moist and things your stuff is. And
So
we're in
then,
a humid climate right now, so.
yeah, we're pretty dry right now in February and where I'm at. So.
Yeah. Do you guys have any snow on the ground?
We did. It snowed last night. Not a ton, but it snowed last night enough to just shovel a little so we could get to the. Nothing deep, just kind of moving it off the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And it's really overcast today. So it's a good day for pictures, but it's kind of a little bit gloomy out.
We had a lot of rain yesterday and a storm go through, but it's sunny now. So it's chilly, but it's sunny.
Oh, you have to tell everyone about your
Yeah,
wildlife that you have in your yard.
Yeah, so we've never been here before. We're staying at a place in southern South Carolina, and we have the little rental that we have is on the water. It's a really marshy area, and the other day, actually the last couple days, we've had a little neighbor come and kind of hang out in the neighborhood that we're in. And it's got scales and big teeth and a big tail. We had an alligator hanging around, or alligators. Maybe it's different ones. I don't know, but they're sunning up on people's backyards. So, fortunately,
when
not
you
ours.
said that, I was like, "What in the world?"
So yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy, and I don't have a rolling pin, so I'm just using a glass, which works just as well. But yeah, and we've seen some beautiful herons and turtles and all kinds of crazy wildlife. But yeah, the alligator was, and then of course we're all just paranoid about taking Ginger out. So I do a total 360 look around me before we let her out and set her down anywhere.
I can imagine. Yeah.
There are signs around that say, "Do not feed the alligators," and trust me, I don't want to be doing that. But supposedly they don't. There's not a whole lot of interaction with humans, you know.
Wow. Yeah. I have no experience whatsoever aside from seeing them at like reptile gardens and those types of places.
I know, right? Yeah.
No experience with them in the wild.
Oh, every year we head south to celebrate my dad's birthday, and then we try to take a little bit of a tour of someplace new on the way home, on the way back north to home. And this has definitely been an adventure. Definitely an adventure. Melissa said she's had a lot of rain too. Normally gets a lot of snow, but haven't had much snow yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. The snow's pretty, especially if it melts fairly soon. You know, you're not having to deal with a lot of it. It's pretty. Okay, I think I've got it. Mine might be glued to the table. I don't know, but it's all rolled out.
So I would recommend if you do find that you have that issue, just grabbing a spatula once you get done cutting them to slide them off the bottom there, and they'll come up pretty easy.
Okay.
About a quarter of an inch thick. Mine's probably a tad thicker than that, but somewhere
Yeah.
right around there is kind of what we're rolling them out to.
Okay.
And then we have some cute little heart-shaped
Oh, I know. Those are
cookie
adorable.
cutters.
We got them at Walmart. They had some really nice ones.
And then I have this
I
one that
love
has a
those.
whole variety of different sizes. So
I love those.
I'm going to use this size one and then my little tiny baby one and cut
Okay.
out some cookies.
And I've got mine right there. Heart. Make some little Valentines for our little Valentines.
And they don't, when you bake these, they don't really spread, so you can fill your cookie sheet pretty full.
Okay.
They can be kind of close together, and you don't need to worry about them like spreading out
Okay.
like a sugar cookie or something like that would do.
Okay.
So I just have a little aluminum foil on my cookie sheet, and I did grease the aluminum foil as well, just to, they don't really stick. That might have been overkill, but I figured better safe than sorry.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna wing it and just, I don't have oil on me to grease my pan, but we'll see how they go. These are actually cutting a lot easier than I thought. I think just because my dough is so wet, or there's lots of oats and stuff. They smell really good though.
Yeah, they definitely have that classic apple cinnamon.
Apple pie kind of.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just popping a few on here, and you could also, you don't necessarily have to have cookie cutters to do this. You could just cut them into shapes, little squares or whatever you wanted to do. So
roll them into a ball or something.
Yeah, yeah. But since it was getting close to Valentine's, we figured we'd be a little festive.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just keep on cutting, and you can see.
Those are so adorable. I like your little one. Ginger would be, those are perfect size for ginger cookies. And I'll show you mine. All right, here's what I've got so far.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, they turn out really cute. And I thought it would be fun to try, who knows, to try a little embellishment on each of them. So I might do, let's see. I've got a little cap I'm using for an O, and I'm using a little butter knife for an X. And we've got little hearts and kisses.
Oh, those are adorable. I love that.
So just to make them a little more lovely.
That is so cute.
I'll see how those bake up, and I'll share pictures with everybody in our tutorial on the website. So
yeah, that would be great.
Adorable.
That would be great. So yeah, once you get all your cookies cut out, you can also, put your scraps back into a ball and roll those out again, so you're not wasting anything. But
right,
get them all rolled out and cut out. You pop them into a 350-degree oven.
Okay.
And so one of the things that you will want to kind of keep an eye on, once they start to brown, they'll brown really quickly because there's not a ton of moisture content in the cookies. So once they start to brown, they'll brown really quickly. So I generally check them at about 12 minutes. They'll likely need 15, but you can have up to 20 depending on like where you're located, the humidity, all that sort of stuff. So I would say put them in for 12, check them, and know that you're probably going to need to cook them until 15. But you're just kind of hoping to get them just browned on the edges a little bit. So you have some that are completed.
I love your little tray. Oh, little hearts, little sweethearts for our sweethearts. Those are
Yeah.
so, oh, how precious. Well,
Yeah,
these would be a lot of fun.
yeah, and if you do end up making these, please, please, please share them. Share your pups
Yeah,
and join them. We would love to see that. And if you have different recipes that you'd like us to try or ideas for different crafts, share those as well because we are always looking for your great ideas and we'd love to whatever you come up with. We'd love to give it a whirl. So.
absolutely. And if you like our shows, and we're here again every Friday, please subscribe to the channel or follow us on Facebook or share the love with your friends. We really want to grow our audience to just share in the fun and bring everybody on board and just make this one big happy dog loving party every Friday. We really love it. This is absolutely our favorite time of the year, the week, every week. It's just fun to get time to spend with you all. We really appreciate each and every one of you. And we have a lot of fun putting these together, and we hope
Yeah.
you do too. So hopefully we've inspired you to bake, some of these apple oat heart cookies for your pups this weekend in honor of Valentine's Day. I'm sure they would love it as much as you love putting them together. They're really fun and easy. So
I do have a little helper right here. Can
oh my goodness.
maybe. He's
Yes.
scared of the
The,
computer. Come here,
the
Goofball.
sous chef has to try them out. Kitchen tester. Oh, look at Lulu. Hi, Lulu. Oh,
Good girl.
what a sweetie. That's great. Thanks. We love Lulu cameo appearances. It's great to see her. Well, and give our best to Leon because we know he had a rough time at the vet with his tubers this weekend.
Yeah.
This week. So give him. He
He's-
probably can't have cookies, but maybe give him some extra
Yeah.
belly rubs from us.
These ones are a little hard for him right now, but he did get a little bit of the applesauce because I wanted to give him a little bit of a treat, and it was nice and soft.
Applesauce is perfect. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, give him a little extra love, a little extra TLC from all of us at We Heart Hounds. And hope everybody else has a wonderful rest of your day. Love is in the air. Let's get it, share the love for our pups from here until Valentine's Day. We've got 1 week left to go. So hope everybody has a lot of fun. We really appreciate you all, and we'll see you again next Friday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.